Yep, today we're going to talk about the best method to remove a U-joint and put a new component in. The best way after you've removed this from the vehicle is to start with taking your snap rings out. And these are usually rusted in a pretty good fashion here, so it takes a little bit of maneuvering to get them out. So you try to get squeezed together. If they're locked in pretty good, you use the outer boss to get them snapped loose there, and that's a good aid, and you can pull them out that way. The next item of business is to make sure that you have all the rust and debris cleaned out. That's a slide fit, and you don't want to have any galling and make your operation any more difficult than it has to be. So clean that out and spray all the debris out of there good, and that'll aid you immensely. Okay, now I'm just going to choose, since I don't have the exact tool, just something here for my impact set, and we have removed all of the snap rings, and we'll go ahead and see how we can drive this apart. Kind of loosen it up one direction, go back the other direction here. Make sure she's coming loose good. And let's use a little bit of oil around here. Just now give us a little bit of aid. It's always better to have something damp and slick in there. That's stuck in a little bit.
There we go. It'll probably fall right out now. This is the bad part of the U-joint, isn't it? That side.
Alright, for now.
There we go. Blown all the bits. Needle bearings, or little roller bearings are falling out of it. There's the culprit. Alright, so we went ahead and deburred all the edges of where the U-joint's supposed to slide in, as well as cleaned out where the snap rings go, so everything should reassemble as easy as possible.
Yep, keep in mind your timing marks that were previously added before it was taken out of the vehicle, and there's a timing mark back here on the pinion also, so they're in line. for balance wise, it's a good idea to do that and reassemble it the same as it had been. Remove two opposing ends, grease them up good. That'll allow the needle bearings to somewhat adhere and stick inside. Also, put a few rounds of tape around these so there won't be any chance of a mishap with those being displaced. And then we start by making sure that these are started nice and straight. If we've done our job properly and cleaned them, there shouldn't be any issue there. So place that in to start that. Now be very careful so you don't lose any pins. When you're at this point, just make sure that you still have all your pins in their proper place. So far, so good. Still looking good. Still looking good. I'm going to place the snap ring on this side. Okay, now we'll drive into that one. Now this side will be placed. That click is always a good sign. You can see where this one is snapped into the groove properly. Seated. Then we do the crankshaft, or the drive shaft side the exact same way.